I will be able to hear.
Everything more like, oh, what? They were like, oh, good. Say something.
Hey, what's up? My name is Hannah. I'm testing the audio right now, so if you're not Parker, I'm so sorry. This is very weird. Hello. We're about to start soon, so get your stuff really quick. Yeah? No audio? Stuff? Bingo she did. Yeah. Better sure.
Wait, yeah, I think it's try now.
Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, it's good. We're good? Cool.
All right. Sorry.
All right. wait for Chris to finish that, and then I see a few in the back, and there's also some here on the desk that he's at.
Chris.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started, guys. Woohoo! Welcome back. Hope y'all had a Gucci Gang spring break. Gucci Gang winter break. For new people that are here and for people who have been here before, the QR code that's on there, that is for attendance, and that is like Panther Involvement Network attendance. Please, it's going to be there every week. Please make sure that you fill it out. Because, yeah, that's how GSU knows that we're a club and that we're awesome. But, yeah, super excited for spring semester. Spring semester is always fun. I hope that you guys are excited as well for a semester of gaming. I see a lot of people, and I don't think they're taking pictures of me, so I'll let y'all scan attendance first. Also, if it's easier, if it's not scanning up there, it's like, yeah. Oh, and then if it's not scanning for Twitch people, I don't know how many people are here, or it's just not scanning, we also have a attendance channel where Parker will every single week post the link. So if it's easier for you to access that via the link and not a QR code, you can do that. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go forward because yeah, hello? Okay, sorry. Okay, cool. So first things first, you guys might be wondering, who am I and who are these guys up here, and maybe why are we all so darn handsome? You might be wondering these things. So we'll just go ahead and introduce ourselves really quick. So I'll go ahead and start things out. My name is Hannah. You might know me on Discord as Gunter. That's a Ready Player One reference. That's not a Adventure Time reference. I'm the president of Panther Dev. I am currently pursuing a bachelor's of interdisciplinary studies in game design and development. And yeah, I make a lot of silly little games. I've made one game that turned out to not be so silly, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything, knock on wood, we will be releasing on Steam sometime this year. But yeah, other than that, I have the most experience in Unity, and then specifically for that front end development for Unity. But I've done a lot of things here and there, so I'm here to help with whatever you need. And yeah, next up.
Hello, my name is Parker. You can find me on Discord. It's just Park, very original, I know. I'm the vice president this semester. My favorite games I'm playing right now are Castlevania and Overwatch. Big Castlevania fan. What else? Yeah, I'm a video game collector. Um, my first concert was Raven Simone before Cheetah Girls. I'm old. And I really like synth music. Anything I'm missing, Hannah?
No, you got everything on there.
That's Bowser.
Yes, that was at Nintendo World in New York. Very big. Yeah, that was a cosplayer at MomoCon. Do you have a
Alright.
question?
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm most interested in like game or graphic design, kind of just visual design of that type, UI, UX as well. And I prefer Unreal to Unity despite working in Unity more.
all right. Next up.
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm the organizational propagandist, also the social media manager. I am getting my BA in game design. I'm currently playing The Last of Us because it's a new TV show that's coming out on Sunday. I'm very excited. And Stardew Valley, I have a save that if it ended, I'd probably go crazy. I have a weird array of celebrity connections. Like if you tell me a celebrity, I can totally tell you like I know like a person who knows a person who knows a person who knows a person who knows that. It's real weird. It's a long story. I own 4 versions of Skyrim, and I've probably only played like 2 hours. I've never finished it. I've only gotten past. I got into Whiterun, and that's it. And I'm obsessed with my plants. I love them very, very much. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. And then we have an officer who I know you guys are like, oh, well, where is this guy? He's not here. He'll explain. This is his slide. I'll let y'all. Wait, what? Glass Cannon got a GIF?
Oh, wait.
I never knew. That's what this is right here. Okay,
Hello,
anyways.
Panther Dev. I
I
am
am
Alex, and I'm going to be your outreach
officer
officer for this semester.
In
In terms
terms
of game dev, I've got experience with art, with creative direction, with planning, with scheduling, with networking, with team leading. So, if anyone needs any advice or has any questions about that sort of thing throughout the semester, go ahead and reach out. Let me know. That's what we're here for. I'm really looking forward to this semester. I think it's going to be a really good one. I believe in a lot of the changes and alterations that we're making, and I really believe in the direction that we're heading as a club. So, yeah, I hope that all of you take that journey with us. It's going to be a good semester. But yeah, wasn't able to make it to this week's meeting. I'm actually out of state, so yeah. But I will be at next week's, so I hope to see all of you there. Have a good first meeting, and just to make sure that you're paying attention, if you're paying attention, DM via Discord the word elephant. Okay?
What's this?
Okay, bye.
Hello, Panther Dev.
I'm not gonna lie, he asked me to look through the video, and I got like 40 seconds into like the 52-second video, and I was like, yep, that's good enough. Did not know that he did that elephant thing at the end. Shows character, though. It's good. I don't know how to do it. All right.
Hi everyone.
Just look for On Voyager as a role. That's who he is. All right, go on in.
Hi everyone. My name is Gurangid. I'm the treasurer. I'm a computer science student right now, and the only two comp games I play are Rocket League and Apex. I play a lot of single player games. If you can name it, I probably played it. In all my time of gaming, I don't have a single picture, so here's just some selfies of me with some other people. Yes, I did grow up on a dairy farm, and the most amount of hours I have on a game is Brawlhalla, and I regret each minute of that. So yeah, that's me. Thank you.
All right, y'all. So that's your officer team. Woo! Super exciting. Okay, so moving on. Two-row bingo. And I swear that has context because if you look at your two-row bingos, we all have a square on there. Two-row bingo is something that we did last semester just kind of as a way to get like some inside jokes with the club. We figured we could meme on it a little bit. So we're bringing it back for this semester. It's called two-row bingo because you need to get 2 rows in order to get bingo. And yeah, the way that you get each individual square is you say, well, you have to like do the task or have something candidly happen that you notice, come up to an officer, let us know that that happened. We will initial it. We did stickers last semester, but that got a little sticky. So we're going to initial it. And then honor system, like we're not going to like challenge y'all on it, but try to be honor system with this. And the reason why I say honor system is because we got cooler prizes this semester. I don't mean to brag, but we have Among Us keychain pop, bubble pop, fidget keychain Among Us is. Woo! So that's what we have for two-row bingo. Keep them, write your name on the back of them if you haven't already, because people lost them. Fill them out as you go, and you may or may not get a little Among Us fidget toy. All right, so level 2, the who/what is Panther Dev. So first of all, what is Panther Dev? Other than being Georgia State's coolest game development club, Panther Dev is a place where you can, 1, make games in a collaborative environment, 2, meet people with similar interests that you might have, and 3, create a portfolio piece in the span of a semester. We are hands-on project-based club. We are structured, so you will have like deadlines. They're for the most part self-set, but you will have to meet those self-set deadlines. And we'll have like specific time frames in which you'll need to show things off and have presentations and whatever. So we're structured, but we're not graded. So either of those could be pros or cons for you. And yeah, but at the end of it, you will have to do things. So if you genuinely do not have any extra time to commit this semester, just keep that in mind. If you have a little bit of time to commit and you really are interested in working with the club, just communicate that to whoever you end up working with. It's okay if you only have like half an hour a week to work on things, just tell your team lead. Be like, hey, I don't have that much time, and they should be able to work with you and get you into smaller little bits of it. So yeah, part 2. Who is Panther Dev for? Everyone. Literally, that is it. Anybody that goes to GSU is welcome and encouraged to come to Panther Dev. I think that anybody can find use out of this club. If you are here right now and you either have spoken to people who have made projects here, you've seen past projects, or you've been in the Discord and you've seen what's been going on, and you think that you're not good enough to be here, I think you're wrong. I think that I had this mindset of like, I need to take these game development classes in order to get good enough to be able to develop in Panther Dev, but I think that it is the other way around. You can fail a lot easier because, again, not graded. You can fail a lot easier here, and you can try things and kind of go at your own pace. So I think that this club can be very helpful towards your classes as well. Because at the end of the day, this is where you get good. And we also have mentors. If the mentors who are in the room could raise their hand. Yay! This is a new system that we have, where if you have a question, we actually have a forum channel in our Discord. Our mentors should get back to you on that kind of stuff, as long as you make some form of effort to troubleshoot the problem yourself. So for those unknowns that you might run into throughout the course of the semester, we also have mentors here to help you with that. Because at the end of the day, you can't learn through osmosis, so you might as well start here in this fun and encouraging environment. If you don't want to take that advice from me, take it from Jake the dog.
Dude, sucking at something? The first step towards being short and good at something.
And I swear oh my god. And I swear that's a really good quote. So that was true. Everything that I've said was true. If you say that you've never felt kind of intimidated going into game dev, you're probably just forgetting the time that you felt intimidated going to game dev, because this was everybody at some point. So shout out to y'all that are here for the first time and might be kind of nervous, because I think that was everybody at first. So yeah, Panther Dev is for everybody. Moving on to level 3, which is logistics. So this is our schedule for this semester. This is it, just like in a chart. We also have in our links channel, which I highly recommend you guys checking out if you don't know what's in there. In our links channel, we have a more thorough schedule that Parker and myself put together for you that kind of goes more in depth onto everything. If you don't remember this schedule by memory, or you just are planning a game design document, you want a little bit more info, but just kind of like the TLDR on this. Obviously, today's the intro meeting. Next week, if you're pitching, you'll be pitching to officers. If you're not pitching, and don't worry, I'll give more information on pitching. If you're not pitching, it'll be a game night, so that'll be fun. And then the week after that will be the time when the people who pitched and were successful pitch to the entire club. And y'all will get into groups. All of the green is workshops and work meetings. Work meetings, pretty self-explanatory time when you can come in here, be in this room, work together with your team. Workshops are also pretty self-explanatory. We will have people coming in to talk about some topic that is game dev related in one way or another. We're still ironing out some of the details for that, so we don't want to put anything out there quite yet, but we're super excited for workshops this semester. And yeah, so other than that, I have a separate slide for progress updates and milestones, so I won't go into that here. Showcase. It's a showcase. Everybody will have tables, like little booth setups. People went crazy and decorated them last semester. It was really awesome and exciting. So yeah, that's the showcase. You'll just have time to present everything. You can bring your friends, you can bring your family, you can bring CMII staff. Hopefully they'll already be here. But yeah, okay. Progress updates versus milestones, because they could be very similar. Progress update is a holistic review of everything that your team has been working on, saying, coming up with in a slideshow format. So whether that be unused art assets, concept art, programming devlogs, team photos, if you came up with like a fun team chant, if you have like team photos, stuff like that. The purpose of that is to give nuance to the rest of the club, because some people might see all of these projects moving really, really quickly, and there's a lot of like tomfoolery behind the scenes oftentimes in game dev, like in the best way. So I feel like if we can kind of show the mishaps, the bugs, the funny times with the teams. It'll give a lot more nuance into like the entire game dev process and make us a little bit more human. It'll improve your presentation skills because it is like a formal presentation. It'll show off things that aren't used because oftentimes, even if it's like concept art or even if it's not concept art that ends up not getting used, a lot of like back end stuff doesn't get seen, obviously because it's in the back end. So that's good time to show that off as well and give credit to that stuff that you can't necessarily see, or maybe you're showing stuff that will be seen and you just want to give credit. And lastly, it's to prepare for the milestone. I don't know if you saw, but on the schedule, it's progress update, then milestone, like literally 1 week to the next. So yeah. Okay, now milestone. If you have been mentally checked out because you've been in this club for a couple semesters and you're like, oh my gosh, she's told me this like 50 times now, check back in because milestones are different this semester. Bum, bum, bum. And shout out to Parker because he was the one who kind of spearheaded this. Milestones, instead of it being you guys come up, show the game mechanics, and then you can get some playtesters on there if people want to playtest. It's going to be like showcase style. So you guys are going to set up around the room. Parker and myself will obviously go around and check for what we're checking for. But then everybody else, obviously you're going to need somebody to like man your booth, but everybody else can walk around the room, play each other's games. And the reason why we did that, one, is to prepare for the showcase because, yeah, I think that all of a sudden having like booths and not knowing how to explain things and talk to people can be a little bit intimidating. So it kind of muscle memory for the showcase, also muscle memory for how to make a build because you will need to make a build of your game for this, even if it is broken. It allows for playtesting in a lot more natural way. If you show everybody the controls and the intended like pathway of gameplay, they know what they're supposed to do. So you can really like test those more than bugs. You can test those like quality of life features that you can add in to like guide players in the correct direction. It's also a concrete checkpoint for game development because a big looming deadline at the end of the semester, you can let things slip pretty easily. But these are good little checkpoints to just make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. And if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, reassess and kind of refigure out what the game plan is going to be. And it also shows, I don't know if you guys know, do you guys know what builds are? Like what game builds are? Please tell me no if you don't know. Everybody know? Really? Okay, swag. That's
Milo doesn't.
okay. Milo doesn't know. Okay, cool. Guys, Milo doesn't know. Okay, so what a build is you are literally like making your games into files that other people can download. There's a specific process that you have to go through for that. It's not really a difficult process, but it can be kind of tedious. So that's what a build is versus playing games in Engine. You can play games in Engine, but I've had things break. I'm sure a lot of people in this room have had things break when it's time to build out the game. Things just tend to break. So if you can kind of catch those little things that are breaking halfway through, you have a lot more time to fix it than if you make a build the night before the showcase and you're like, oh my gosh, my spawn system is completely broken. Right? Does that make sense? Why we make builds? Yeah.
I was going to say, I can have an example of that from last semester.
Yeah, go.
Last semester, we were doing the snowboarding game, GPS, and at one point we had this trail following behind the board. It looked super cool. And you get a boost meter, and the boost meter would change color. And I decided to make it so the color of the trail was tied to the boost color, like the color of your boost. Makes sense so far, right? When you went to build it, for some reason, Unity did not agree with however I programmed it. So, one, it would not change color in the build. It would work fine in editor, but in the build, it would not work. And because of the way Unity is set up, it prevented half the movement code from working when we're on the ground.
Woo!
So remember to build before, like a good amount before you have to turn it in.
Yeah.
So to fix that problem. That was
Talk about notes. Sorry to keep cutting you off.
What's notes?
Notes.
Notes?
So during milestones, we're going to have people write notes for what they.
Oh
think
yeah,
about
but
it.
I figure we can get. I mean, if you want to share that now, go for it.
So another thing we're gonna kind of have like a note box for the playtesters is something that is kind of important at conventions whenever you're showing off your game. So you want to like playtesters don't directly want to say negative things to your face about their game. If you want to have like sticky notes, well, you kind of need to. Sticky notes to put in the box for them. Obviously, you don't have to listen to everything they say. Just take it with a grain of salt. But I feel like it's very important and will prepare you for showing up your games in a more professional setting.
And there's a lot, we're planning on doing like a little team lead boot camp. So if you can't retain these things or whatever, don't worry. We'll shove it at you again later on. But yeah, so does that make sense for what we're doing with the milestone for new people and pre-existing people? Yes?
Sure.
Sweet. Oh my gosh. He fell. He broke some ice, guys. Thanks for the 2 people that laughed. Okay. So we're about to do our fan favorite icebreaker activity. I still have some of the sheets that people made in previous semesters. So I love it. I think that people in general love it. It kind of shows you guys what the club is about and what happens. So yeah. So this is the icebreaker activity. 1, you're working with a team. So teamwork, collaboration, that's already one pillar of the club. You're creating a hypothetical game idea. And the reason why I'm like crazily emphasizing hypothetical is because it doesn't have to be super professional. I mean, it can be if you want to, but you can be a little wacky and a little goofy with it if you want to. 2, you're going to need 1 person from every like larger, more encompassing area of game development. So you're going to need a programmer, an artist, a sound designer, and a team lead. And the team lead is here because they are going to facilitate the presentation in front of the room. They don't have to be the one that's the only person talking, but they will say who's talking to who or who's saying what, and when people say these things. So you will need 1 person from each of these areas, at least 1. You could have multiple. Try to work with people that you don't know, because at the end of this is an icebreaker activity. So if you already know some people, don't work with them. Also, if you know people and you met them in the club, I probably know that you know them. So I'm going to come and like stank eye you if you do that. So yeah. Okay, yeah, obviously you can't, but try your best. You don't have to develop this game. Again, emphasis on hypothetical. It can be goofy and wacky and zany, PG-13 goofy, wacky, zany. But you can if you want to. There have been games that have been initiated with this icebreaker activity that people just kind of speed ran the game design document process and pitched. So you can if you want to, and then you will have 12 minutes to do the group formations, get everything written down, figure out who's presenting what and when. And yeah, so when I flip to the next slide, you will have 12 minutes. Oh, also, you're going to come up to me and get a little sheet of paper. That's what you fill out to present everything. You can do more if you want to, but you don't have to. Does that make sense to everybody? Because I promise you the next video is on autoplay. Yeah.
What would the
So, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. Just give input on it. It's really just supposed to, not that like the developer has to like write some pseudocode or whatever that this, like you can if you want to. It's mainly just to kind of mimic what the club is going to be doing because you're going to want each of these areas on your team. But yeah, so you can do whatever you want to do, basically. Good question, though. Any other questions? For realsies, you're going to have 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
12, 60 seconds. No. I used to give 5 minutes for this, so 12 minutes, this is, a lot of time. Team lead, come up and get it from me. Do not have your entire team come up. Are we good to go? 12 minutes? No questions? If you have questions, I'll come to you, but yes.
I'm down.
What? No,
No.
You're finding teams in the 12 minutes. Yep. All right. 3, 2, 1. 12 minutes.
Let me just run around and be like, what y'all do?
Honestly, if you want to, we could give. You could have some.
Choose you.
Stop that.
Yep. There you go. If we run out, like people should just get this one out. I think on this. That's the pink I ran out. Too many. Yeah, that was 7. So hopefully it's not. Wait, like say 10 minutes left. So, like, if you want, yeah, for 10 minutes left. Chris, who do you need?
I'm supposed to get a sheet.
Don't you need a role? Why do you need just one more person? Okay, if somebody needs a team, go to the person that.
I think we need a sheet.
Okay, I'm out of sheets, but it's really simple information.
Okay.
I just went on
K-Man, what's up?
I need a sheet.
Okay, so it's
I don't mind adding one more person, but I mean,
here. Just go to somebody who has a sheet. I think Jaden does right there, and just take a picture of it.
Don't have my.
Did you find it? All right, time's up. Okay. If you know what this is, don't forewarn any of the new people about what is about to happen. I need everybody to be as quiet as possible, though, because I don't hear very well as it is, and then words that I don't know, I can't spell very well either, so it's going to be rough. I'm going to go around and get people's team names, starting from left.
Team Fatigue.
Team Fatigue?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
We're a bit of a doozy. BPB and then period space. Let's try B-E-A-U, the period, and then the rest of it is screw it. We're John again. No.
You said screw it, we're Johnzo team. All right, no. That's cool. Next. Back there. Back left. What? Fricket? Okay. Okay,
Their name.
oh, okay, yeah.
Team name is Heartbeat.
Harthy?
Heartbeat.
Heartbeat. Got it. Okay, next this, y'all.
Alpha Shield.
Oopsie poopsie. Yeah? Alright, behind?
Paper cut.
Paper cut?
I like
that name.
One word or two words?
It's 2 separate words.
Okay. It's now two separate words. Y'all. What?
Roblox stop.
Okay. Okay. This team up here. Okay. And then last but not least,
Atomic
Split. Okay. Well, but yeah. I want to honor the original name. Okay. I am going to spin the wheel once again. Nobody forewarn anybody of anything. You'll figure it out really quickly if you don't know what's about to go down. And you will have 2 minutes. I have my iPad up here. You will be timed. You will be forced. We have this many teams. Yeah, 2 minutes to present. Cool? Sounds good? All right. 3, 2, 1. Spin! Wheel! All right, Roblox stoppers up first. All right, y'all will get a pick of backgrounds. You can click on whichever one you want.
Which one that's our background? On a building plan, probably?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Cyber City.
The Cyber City.
All right, be respectful.
Hi guys, we're Roblox Stoppers and our game is called Don't Fall. And our game is basically a platformer where you climb up a ladder and you try to avoid attackers, basically.
The robot spiders.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you're climbing up a ladder and you have 3 different options of character creations that each have their own benefits. So one is a windshield wiper type of person that like climbs up buildings and stuff. The next person is a firefighter, and then the third person is a construction worker. So basically, you just climb up a ladder continuously, and it's like kind of somewhat similar to like Temple Run.
Oh, you said art here.
If you want, just show it to the camera. And then, guys, look up on that TV. That's the stream. Where's the phone? That laptop.
This one?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
It's, you see that little, like, hole up on the top?
It's delayed.
Yeah.
So basically, this is our concept art. We thought of something scary to be chasing you, like the robot spider, and your goal is to get to the spaceship in space away from the spider so you can blast off to the next level.
That's it.
I think that's it.
That's it, you guys.
Also, if y'all want to let me keep the things, I really do like them. Okay. Next up, 3, 2, 1, spin that wheel.
Listen.
Yeah.
First one was fine.
All right, BCA up next.
Because
Associated stepping in this place.
Which one should we do? Let's considering this one.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Hello, I'm Vetiket.
I'm Isaac.
I'm Xavier.
And tonight on Low Gear, we don't have our tame racing drivers, so you got to fill in for us. And on this challenge, you got to pick a car and outlast any army of your choosing. So we have extensive countries such as England, Germany, South Korea, Los Angeles. You can pick any car you want. This is our sound designer. You can make any car noise that you would want. So, like, if you wanted to pick, say, the Mitsubishi. Reliant Robin. Or you can like the high-end ones, like the Koenigsegg. Right, so I'll pass it off to our programmer.
We're doing Unreal 3D. It's gonna be all fancy. And yeah. I'm going to model all this, so it'll take a while, but and our catchphrase is we had what was it?
I can read it. Our catchphrase is we had nothing better to use physics 2211 K4. So yeah.
You want to show the concept art to the screen?
You want to have concept art?
Oh, okay, it's fine, it's fine.
All right. Anything else you want to say? Want to add on? Really? Okay. So we're just gonna stand here for 30 seconds. All right.
Just a stop.
All right.
Go.
Like that.
Who was the person who asked me what sound designers do? And I was like, I don't really know.
All of it.
Apparently that.
Sounds I made last semester were just me making random noises or buying random noises that put out sounds a little bit.
There we go. Sound design. All right. 3, 2, 1, spin that wheel. Oh. You can set the record straight on the team name now.
All right. So we are Beefy Sprint. We're Jonzo team. All right. And our game is called Two Party Knockout. Would you like to explain the concept, or?
All right. So, do you mean to, like from this part, or
just whatever?
Where the idea came from.
So I'm not going to explain things. So in Taiwan, they have this Congress where like people always fight and throw chairs very violently, and we want the American version of that in video game form. So we want a game where you can fight on a campaign and work your way to the top while earning votes, and between fights, you get to watch the news, you get to see how you did, what happened, who did you just drone strike in Congress. People have ultimate abilities. It's wacky. It's crazy.
It's like Overwatch meets WWE, where each politician gets different weapons, and you pick stuff up off the ground, and each one has different abilities and stuff like that. Either of y'all want to say something, or?
Sure. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much a good synopsis of what the game's all about. You're working your way through like these men in business suits, just really giving them a real beating to. So that's real exciting.
We're hoping there's going to be lots of chair throwing.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to Trump's toupee. Just
flying off at some.
If any of y'all played Punch Out on the Wii, it's exactly like that. Here's our concept art of the custom character fighting Mitch McConnell holding a chair. Mitch McConnell's holding a chair. I'm not good at drawing Mitch McConnell. I hope most people are not good at drawing Mitch McConnell. Anyway, we chose this background because we felt like this would be where the presidential election would be set during our game. Fighting the other nominee. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Hey, I'm good at drawing Mitch McConnell.
Why?
I practice. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Spin that wheel. Have the new people caught on? I mean, yeah, it makes sense. All right. Fricket Industries.
I think it's hard.
How do we get back? Go.
Hello.
Hi. Do you want me to do my little spiel?
Do a little intro.
Let me do my little spiel. All right. Ahoy, me lads and laddies. And we are the creators of Rogue Waves. In this game, you are the captain of your own fine vessel, which is completely customizable, as shown by his drawings. And on a mission to explore the many islands and encounter a whole host of events where you may find new crewmates, valuable treasures, and exciting battles. But don't stay too idle, as a fleet of Marines are always 2 steps behind. Good luck, and I give this to Ryan to explain more difficult stuff.
Alright, so anyone here know the game Faster Than Light? No, a few people. Okay, so for those who know, it's heavily inspired by Faster Than Light, where essentially you jump from one sector to another sector, and when you get to the sector, a random event happens. And in Faster Than Light, it's like spaceships, and then they automatically fight each other, and you have to pull up the other ship to win, and you find treasure. And anyone else play Assassin's Creed Black Flag? Yeah, a couple people. So at the end of a ship battle in Black Flag, you can initiate a boarding sequence. So it would be you jump to an island and an event might happen where, say, another pirate ship is attacking you, and you would fight them, and if you win, you can then board their ship, and it'll initiate a auto chess style game where your crew is pit against their crew, and that's basically it. You just are trying to go from island to island, collecting treasure, getting stronger, until you get to whatever the end is. Haven't decided. Exactly. Also inspired by One Piece.
Or you die trying.
Or you die trying. Show off the concept.
Where's the camera?
Here.
Yeah, it's
Customizable.
Where's the camera?
Wait, not the
I never seen it. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a bit slower.
Ships.
Yeah.
Woo!
Sweet, and that was a power move. They chose all backgrounds. All right.
Each island.
Exactly. 3, 2, 1. Spin that wheel. Wow. All right. At last. At last.
Remember, get closer, Mike.
Which one?
Bottom left.
I kind of
bottom
want.
left.
Okay, bottom left. All right. So, I'm Joshua. I guess I'm the team lead for this one.
Hey.
I'm Connor. I'm Connor. I'm the programmer.
I'm Jib. I'm Ben. I'm like the concept artist, environment artist.
All right. So our game is called Amorphous. Basically, the idea here is since we don't really have like any limits on what we can think of, we're doing like a crazy open world game where a lot of the game is based on like biology, where the open world is alive, and basically, once you do certain puzzles or certain parts of the game or get a certain item, basically the world will morph into something else. Not just like things will look different, but it'll also rearrange its shape as well. And this rearrangement is basically to help you with different puzzles and stuff like that. But the whole motivation for you is basically you start out in the game and your mom has some kind of illness or something, and you're like, I need this special herb, but this special herb is only found on this crazy island somewhere that's really hard to get to. So we thought of like, I don't know, like a wizard, or like he said God himself gives you this mission to basically interact with the world the way not many other people can do, and to basically save your mom or whoever it is. You guys have anything else to add?
Oh, show them the concept.
All right, so it's right here. I don't know if it's going to show up very well. So basically the idea is like you would get to this like checkpoint or some kind of puzzle, and it would rearrange the world into a different arrangement, and this would allow you to get to different places. And that's it.
I was thinking of that like
Okay. 3, 2, 1, spin that wheel! Alright, paper cut. 2 words.
Small words.
You should have typed 2 words.
Two one word, but
Pick your background.
Pick my background. Bruh, naturally. Alright, folks, so we are Paper Cuts. Our game is also called Paper Cuts. It is a game where you are a bunch of kids in a library fighting over books. How that's done is in a minigame battler style system, a la WarioWare or something like that, where every single game is based on a literary title. So we have things like Cinderella, where you're trying to like find the right foot. So it's just a bunch of feet on the screen, and you gotta find the glass slipper that's the right foot. Or like a Humpty Dumpty game where you're like on a wall getting bricks thrown at you, and you're trying to like dodge them. You know, a whole bunch of bite-sized games that are all going to be based on these stories that we all know. So, because there are so many stories as well, it is almost an infinite repository for inspiration for every one of our games. And, you know, we imagine that each one will take between like 10 and 20 seconds. So we hope to have a ton of games inside of our game. Whoever wins the most books by the end and gets to checkout wins the game. Boom, 45 seconds left. Any questions?
You do Alice in Wonderland, and she's falling down a hole, and you have to avoid debris.
Could be.
That's a good one.
You
It's like
could
silly
do-
stuff.
I'm down.
Totally
down.
1984.
It's got to be in the library. You got to get it in the library. So it's like you could have Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? And it's just hungry hippos with a shepherd took. Collect some lambs. Or it doesn't matter.
Like an Among Us in a library. By that logic, it would be in a library.
Has to be in the library.
I do want to say
Has to be a book.
the feet will be clothed, so don't get any ideas, okay? Just so y'all know.
That's not canon in the actual book, so it's not happening in the actual game. Sorry.
The UI can be like open and close books.
That could be. The art is easy.
Our styles are already established.
Here's the paper. Enjoy.
Yay,
Also,
thank
a drawing.
All right. I'm playing the feet level. All right. That was such a big reaction. I feel like stuff like that is kind of normal for me at this point.
You can draw Mitch McConnell and you're playing the feet level. What is going on?
You know what I'm about? 3, 2, 1, spin that wheel. It's all satire. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
I'm trying to be funny. I'm not doing a very good job. I'm trying.
All right, heartbeat.
Hold on. Things going.
Take a 2 minutes.
Oh,
No, pick a background.
okay.
It's a crew one.
This one?
Yeah, pick one.
Okay.
It's our theme.
Hey guys, my name is Will. Together we make Heartbeats. Nice family-friendly company. Our game is called Arrhythmia. Family-friendly game for everyone, even the kids. I'm gonna say the first part, the premise, and then my friend Connor over here and the rest are gonna say the rest. So, pretty much the setting is there's a man in a coma and he's dying actively. There's no chance of him living. All right, Connor.
All right. Thank you, Will, for that introduction.
For the kids.
Yeah, for the kids. Okay. So, you guys like dating simulators? Anyone out there? Yeah. Yeah, you back there. Hey, this one's for you, okay? This is a dating simulator called Arrhythmia. All right? Now, the object of the game, or let me start with the premise. You are a heart. You're a cartoon heart. Everyone around you, though, they're very realistic vital organs. You gotta rizz them up. Any organs. I mean, we got lungs. I mean, I'll show you this amazing art that our artist Jasmine made. If the camera will let me show it without delaying 15 seconds. Can you see it? You cannot. I will just. Right.
There's a guy in a coma.
Got it. Yeah, there's a guy in a coma. But
I saw it for a second.
all right, the point system is blood, right? You get blood by selecting correct dialogue options. That's your point system. That keeps you going. That keeps the heart pumping. If you miss those dialogue options, this is where the rhythm game part comes in. You're launched into a mini game where you must navigate an artery to get that blood back. And if you fail, you die. You don't wake up, you die. Arrhythmia, guys.
You gotta
save the man.
Woo all the
Save the man.
organs. That's
Questions,
wonderful.
comments, concerns, suggestions, anything. We got 4 seconds.
Michael has some ideas for
Quickly.
microtransactions.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone's ever seen the original ending from Tron to Life? It reminds me of that, the way they were describing this.
All right, 3 left. 33.3 repeating chance at getting your name spun. 3, 2, 1, spin that wheel!
No.
All right, Team Fatigue.
Lazy. I fully have that.
Pick one and then.
It's a game.
No! All right.
Go.
Hi, we are Team Fatigue, and our game is Fatigue Fighter, the only roguelike where the end goal is to go home and go the fuck to bed. You just do simple things like avoiding your boring coworkers, avoid sleeping music on the radio, avoid your loud children, avoid their toys, avoid people, avoid traffic. Basically, you avoid things and get home so you can go the fuck to bed.
No more Fs.
Understood.
Thank you. PG-13. Oh.
There you go. One.
Okay, continue.
Yes, I can one go.
Continue. We got it.
You play as Jeff, the sleep deprived. You want to know what his character trait is? He's sleepy. He wants to go to bed.
And he has 10 children.
Yes.
Just work on like a part-time or full-time job.
He's sleeping to the point where he's going to punch someone in the throat.
I mean,
He's like violent tired.
Could be that. And he could fall over at any point, and your goal is to get home before you fall over at that point. You got to make sure you pick up like energy drinks on the way. You know, you got to hit your monsters when you get too tired. Maybe get a cup of coffee if you can fit it into your schedule. But you know that takes time to brew and whatever.
If you don't get to bed in time, you die. And the final boss is making your bed so you can go to sleep without worrying.
Souls like, right?
Yeah.
Is it like Pepsi Man?
It's more
yes.
We recommend expert video game players to play this.
Yes.
The truly sleep deprived understand the struggle.
Yes.
Will you guys release a rated R version?
Yes.
No.
We will. Wait, all
That
those
sounds
just
like
has
more
slow punches.
We're too tired. That's it. We're good. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yay. All right. 3, 2, 1, spin that wheel.
Oh, it's actually
Oh. Atomic split.
Let's go. Someone brown.
Gotta spice it up. Yeah. Hi guys, we are Atomic Split, which is not a punk band. And our game title is Photonic Decay, which is also not a punk band. But the idea is an Ultra Kill-like game that is multiplayer and set in space. I really enjoy the wacky weapons of Ultra Kill, and I thought it would be very cool if those were pitted against other people. The setting is colonized space destroyed by nuclear weapons, and so everyone has to start over fighting each other with scavenged supplies. So these are scavenged weapons that are thrown together and do all kinds of goofy things. And on the maps themselves for the multiplayer, we were thinking different planets. And so gravity might have an effect, like a planet like Jupiter, where the winds are strong, and so you have to kind of avoid strange winds. And so that is the map aspect of the multiplayer. And we have some concept art, I believe. Where is it? Where's the thing?
Wait, the camera.
Yo. Oh, I got it. Okay.
It goes this way, I think. Yeah. Can you see it? Yay!
But this is one of our weapons that we
Okay,
built.
so it's like, oh, I'm showing. It's like a gun, and it has a radiation chamber to put like radiation liquid in, and so every time you shoot, it coats the bullet in radiation for plus radiation damage. Yeah. Yay!
All right. The biggest spin of them all.
I don't know what's
It's anybody's game at this point. 3, 2, 1, spin that wheel. Fingers crossed.
I wonder who's the winner.
Alpha Shield.
Let's see, which one should we do? Let's do the red one. Hello everyone, we are Alpha Shield and our game name is Zombieland. Basically the genre is like action, adventure, RPG type of thing. Would you like to explain the premise?
Sure. Hi guys, so for our game, it's going to be located in San Francisco, and this is a post-apocalyptic setting. Sorry, my tongue. Post-apocalyptic setting. So basically, we have 2 roles, which you can choose to either be a human or a zombie. And so, what happened before all this? Why is, majority of humans and a few zombies left, and what is the story behind it? Basically, you'll be on a journey where you'll be fighting, if you're a zombie, you fight humans, and if you're a human, you fight zombies. And, we don't know which side is good or evil. So as you fight, you will be, fighting against the monsters, and you'll be unlocking bits of the story to see the, reason why the world has turned out this way. And, what else can I say?
There's like one core mechanic that you actually will explain. Yeah.
So the mechanic I'm going to be explaining is that there is no quick saving. So if you were to die or lose an ally, well, if you were to die with the main character, you have to restart from a checkpoint. But if you were to lose an ally, they would either become a zombie, or if they were a zombie at first, they would get injected with something, that would make them a human, but like a docile human who's going to be instructed by your enemy. So basically, if you were to build up a good ally character, give them all the good gear and stuff like that, they would turn on you if you died, and then they'll be as strong as they would be if somebody else was playing. So. And another thing about the Zombieland thing is that the zombies eventually they evolve to like be mentally present or have consciousness, but the humans are like have a grudge against them and they don't believe them, so they're still gonna kill them anyways. So yeah.
I'm trying to show the art.
Here's some art that we have. It's not very good, but there's like a zombie and a human.
Hey.
It was nerve wracking, right?
All right. So that was, I mean, a little bit of a goofier version, a speedrun version, but that's like what happens in the club. You come up with an idea. If you really liked your idea today, I suggest you hardcore look through the team lead information document. But that's what we do in the club is you make a game and you get people together to work on said game. Obviously, they'll be a little bit more involved in their designated roles. But yeah. So if you had fun and you do end up wanting to pitch that, oh, bless you, and you do end up wanting to pitch that game, you would become a team lead. So it's more than just like having a fun idea for it. So we'll give a little bit more info after this, but here's some quick info that me and the previous VP made about team leading and why it is a good thing and why it is a fun thing.
It's like Mario Kart, but instead of go-karts, you're just running and getting coins.
That's just first person will become iconic.
I see no issues with that concept.
I mean,
Okay, what about this?
It's like
Minecraft,
but
it's hand drawn.
you don't even do art.
Wait, what about a game that's like Among Us?
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Why?
Because you always come up with these ideas for games, but you never make them.
I'll keep them right up here. For safekeeping. I'll make them one day.
Why not pitch them at Vanderbilt?
What do you mean?
You know, create a game design document, find a team, make the game.
Huh. That would look good on a resume, huh? Team lead. But I am a programmer. I'm not a designer.
No, you don't have to be a designer. Artists, programmers, design designers, they've all been team leads in the past. You just need to have the idea and a little bit of commitment. And I mean, honestly, you could even program on multiplayer first-person Sonic.
I didn't know that. How do I get started?
Read the team lead contract. It's linked in the Discord.
Okay. What's next?
No, for real. Read that thing. You're held accountable for everything that's on there.
Fine.
A few minutes later.
Okay. That doesn't seem too bad. And it seems like leadership will even help you with a game design document.
Yeah, and then you just give the pitch to leadership. Hopefully they give you a green light and you can pitch the whole club.
Okay, so that's that in video form. So like it said, anybody who has an idea for a video game can pitch. You have to follow the Team Lead Constitution. It is linked literally everywhere. Parker has put it in a lot of his announcements. It is, I'm pretty sure it's linked in our links channel. Wait, who's making clicking?
My bad.
I'm so sorry. Your girl has ADHD. I can't focus. Parker's put in announcements. It's in links. It's also linked literally in the pitch form. You'll need to fill out the pitch form, and the pitch form at the top says that you agree to everything that is on that Team Lead Constitution. It's not a lot of crazy things. It's honestly just like a big document that has a lot of explanation on rules, because I personally hate following rules without like reasoning for them. Specifically, check out the last bit. Of course, check out your responsibilities, but the last bit will tell you what you need to have on the game design document. I'm telling you right now, that is a litmus test of who cares enough to look at that last section and make sure that you're following everything on there just as much as it is helpful to you. It will be helpful to you because it's asking for a lot of like planning and whatever. So hopefully, if all else fails, your game can kind of continue to be pushed forward because you have the planning already set up. But read that document. there have been people who have submitted pitches, and it's just so obvious when you don't read the document and you submit a pitch. At least make an effort. Like I said, leadership will 100% help you. I can help you. Parker's really awesome with that kind of stuff. He can help you as well. Reach out to leadership. If we can't help you, we'll point you to somebody that can help you. Team leading is a responsibility, so definitely treat it as such. Try to delegate out as much work as you can and try to not take on as much work as you can. I know that sounds a little like CEO-y, and like not in a cool way. But one, delegation is a leadership skill that you wouldn't think, you would think it's just like, oh, give people tasks. It's something that you need to practice. Public speaking, like I said, that's part of the progress updates. That's something that you'll definitely get to practice. But take it as a responsibility, because you will have to be managing people. And the more effort that you can put towards that, the more effort that you can put towards organizing slideshows and whatever, the better you'll have like a polished game at the end. So yeah, good for resumes. Once again, reach out if you need help, and you will need to submit your pitch by this upcoming Wednesday. So I highly recommend that y'all check it out, especially because this was syllabus week mainly. I highly recommend y'all try to, if you haven't started yet, try to get that done this weekend, because if you haven't read the Team Lead Constitution, there just is a lot of planning asked from you for good reason. You don't want to be that guy who has this really awesome idea, but didn't really plan for it. And now there's a whole bunch of people who are kind of like counting on you to try to scramble to get things worked out. And that scrambling might end up during midterm season. And you don't want that to happen. So yeah. Any questions on team leads? Any questions on anything that was said today? For people that, I mean, try to find a, what should I say about it? Okay, if you don't have a bingo square, try to find a bingo square, put your name on the back of it. I'll explain if people have questions, I'll explain how it works. But yeah, if you don't have a bingo square and you really want one, I only printed out 60. I don't know how many people are in here. It might be more than 6. I don't know. I can't count. If you need one, I'll print one for you for next week. Just DM me. Again, I'm Gunter on Discord. Yeah.
Very important question.
Is it actually? Because people are leaving, so if we have like actually important questions. Okay. Yeah. All right. So next week is going to be very informal unless you're pitching. It's literally just a game night. So you can feel free to bring consoles if you want to bring cards to play card games with people. I know that there's a lot of Magic people in here, so you can find your people with that. And yeah, we will have, I don't know what we'll have yet. I'll bring my Switch. We'll have stuff for you guys here. So it's a good time to hang out, kind of get to know people before you get into the thick of it. But pitching next week too, to me and Parker. In a separate room. We won't make you do that. Yeah.
We also DM you elephants or no? No.
Who, wait, I forget who that was.
Alex.
Oh, that was Alex. He is J uppercase ALEXH.
You have to scroll through the Discord.
But also you can just find him. He's in the officer list, and he's not any of us. So.
Well, the thing is, he's offline last I checked, so he'll show up in the bottom somewhere.
Okay, well, whatever. DM me if you need to find him. Any other questions? Yeah.
Can people have multiple roles in the group?
Yeah, for sure. It was asked, can people have multiple roles? You can. Just make sure that you are properly committing your time and you're not overdoing it. Because, yeah. You can. Just make sure that you're properly committing your time.
You don't want to...
Is whatever we're submitting Wednesday just your document, or is it like a video pitch?
You're submitting a pitch form. The only required document is your game design document. You can submit, like I know people have submitted like presentations before and whatever.
So you just send your document alongside the thing you have to sign.
Well, no, filling out the pitch form is a saying I have read and I will agree to all of the stuff that's on the Team Lead Constitution.
Okay.
It's a Google form. It's linked in links, the Google form. It has a couple of questions about your game.
And when we sign that, we just like send it to you.
It's in the form. Everything's in the form.
Everything.
Yeah, so check out in links the Google form. Yeah, and there's the Team Lead Constitution in there. I can't emphasize enough. Read the Team Lead Constitution. Even if you don't really want to be a team lead, read it so you can hold your team lead accountable. Any other questions? Yeah. It's signing? Yeah. Yes, we will. Yeah.
So what comes that Switch thing? I just got a Switch. So do you bring just the Switch controller, or do you bring it?
Can we check out HDMI cables next week? Okay, we can't check out things from CMII until 23rd, so bring everything. Bring the dock, bring an HDMI cable, bring everything. Bring HDMI cables.
Leave a million extra.
Okay, Mars will bring some of theirs. I would put like your name on it somehow. Yeah.
I put tape on.
Questions, last questions about game night, about team leading, about club structure. Yep. And we'll have a couple more game nights scattered around.
After milestones.
After milestones is game nights and hopefully pizza.
How will that add up to milestone project?
Do it like
Stop at 7.
Like for an hour or two.
Questions? If all else fails and you feel like you're nervous that you might have a question, you can always DM me. Yeah.
How's the Jonzo budget looking for this semester?
Not good.
Like our budget?
The Jonzo budget.
Are you talking about our budget?
It's a funny.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No. I just didn't know if we were okay. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
It's still. We should hear back. We don't know when. We might have to crowdfund pizza again. Yeah.
I'll delegate.
True.
$1 million Jonzo budget. Yeah, $1 million.
Okay.
Got it.
If that is all, again, feel free to DM me later. Thank you guys for coming. And that's it.
Wednesday night pitches. They're due.